Hey, you guys, welcome back. This is your girl, Queen Talks Crime, and I am back with another video. I know it's been a minute. I do apologize. Um, I've been very busy. Um, and I'm just, I've been waiting on something to happen with this case. I've been, looking and everything like that. So shout out to my old subscribers, shout out to my new subscribers. I love y'all. Thank y'all for still hanging in there with your girl while we are trying to be as patient as possible, waiting for updates or anything like that to happen in this case, in the hopes that Orrin and Orson are brought home at some point soon. Okay, it's way over 100 days, um, and it's just a lot. Um, so make sure you like, share, subscribe, you guys. Like I said, I will be doing um a few uploads here this week. So be expecting that. Um, Tomorrow I will be posting an upload about George Floyd. How do y'all feel about his case and things of that nature? So we'll talk about that tomorrow. But today, like I said, it's been a couple of days since I did a video, and I just been kind of just looking around and watching, and there's been drama still around this case. I don't understand it. Um, there's people, trying, I guess people are trying to find who is who and all of that in the third. And trust me, I get it. I get it. But, you know, I feel that the answer is right in front of us. I honestly feel the answer is right in front of us, and we just have to just take a step back, start from the beginning sometimes. And it's okay to start from the beginning and start all over. It's definitely okay to do that. I also see drama. People are still bickering, going back and forth, which is not healthy or helpful to the case at all. Um, I just see a lot of things that just don't make sense, and it's not about the boys. We need to stick to the boys. I always say that. I'm gonna continue to say that. Let's stick to Orrin and Orson. Okay, that's what we need to be sticking to. We need to be sticking to Orrin and Orson, and continue to do our research and do what we can do. I'm not sure what the police is doing at this time, because they haven't really came out and made any recent statements, but I'm assuming they're following leads, waiting for evidence and stuff to get back. So, you know, finish being analyzed and things of that nature. So, um, they can go forth with the case of whatever the evidence leads them, right? So I'm assuming that the police are still doing that. But I'm still here. I'm still, people have questions, how I'm doing. They haven't seen me. I am here. I am here. Um, so I just want to come on early, give y'all a video, um, just letting you know I'm still here. I'm still fighting for Orrin and Orson. I'm not giving up until those boys are found. Okay, that's not happening. That's not a option. Okay, um, that's not an option. It's just not an option for us. Um, but thanks to everybody that's still rocking with me, that's still rocking for Orrin and Orson. Regardless of the drama, we got to continue to stay focused. And some people just aren't here for the boys at this at and it's obvious. Okay. For those that are still here for the boys, thank you. You know, um, keep striving and doing your work and everything you can to help bring the boys home. Okay. I will be answering a few questions, and I apologize for not responding that day. I mean, the following day from that video before. Like I said, I just been kind of like busy with the kids and things of that nature, and you know, I'm a mom in my home. Is I just got to run my home first, make sure my home is in order before you know I focus on helping. with other people. But now everything, is kind of settled, and it's better for me to do my videos in the morning, while kids are, at school and things of that nature. So I'll be able to kind of like, this is my little free time to focus and give the case my fullest attention. So it was brought to my attention as well that I'm a subscriber, and shout out to y'all. I love y'all. If I want to reach me, I am at Queen Talks Crime on Instagram. Okay. If y'all want to reach me, I am there. I'm a subscriber. Sent me a video about some information. And I watched the video, most of the video, and it was talking about Trezell. Wanda West is Trezelle's stepmother. Like I said, I really haven't seen no evidence for that. I really want to go by, and my channel goes by facts. And of course we add a little bit opinion in it, but we really base it off facts, sources, substantial information, to back that up of what we're trying to say. Correct? Okay. So with that being said, I'm just waiting on more information. Like I said, I've seen that, but I'm not the person to jump to everything that I hear. I do not do that. So like I said, it was told to me, I watched it, but it wasn't enough proof for me personally to say, yes, Wanda West is Trezelle's stepmother. No, it wasn't enough for me. But that is something, I guess, people are just still searching, and that's good. But no, it just wasn't enough for me. And like I said, Wanda West does look like Jamal. They favor a lot. And I don't know. I will have to look at Wanda and her husband again to see who Trezell favors the most. But that came out made me kind of want to look and see, more into it. But far as I'm concerned with the information, I'm glad people are searching, but to me, this is not enough, and definitely to say, Wanda is Trezelle's stepmother. That just wasn't enough for me. But like I said, no shade. Everybody, shout out to everybody that's researching things like that. But it just wasn't. I didn't see enough information for me to go, by that. Like, maybe if there was some documents stating that, then that will be good. But I just, not gonna jump to anything without no, substantial information to back that up. Okay. All right, this one. Let me go to the next one. All right. All right. So a few questions was, I think she's not grieving anymore because she knows what happened and where they are, dead or alive. And this is from the Wanda West video I did about her letter. And a lot of people commented on that one. So I'm going to acknowledge, because I love you guys and I respect y'all and I appreciate y'all's opinions and y'all's questions. So I'm going to take the time out to address all that I can. Okay. They said, I think she's not grieving anymore because she knows what happened and where they are, dead or alive. I do agree with you. Thank you for commenting, Gemini Girl 161. I do believe that Wanda West knows more than what she is telling us. Twin N.O. Leo says, I believe Wanda wrote this letter to get the main focus off her son Trezell and Jackie. I agree with you, Twin. I know she's trying to change the narrative. But the focus is always going to remain on Trezell and Jacqueline because they were the last ones with the kids. So no matter how much that Wanda tries to derail us from what's right in front of us, we're not going to see nothing different. We're always going to look at Trezell and Jacqueline because they was in the custody of them. And if you were in the custody of them and you were the last with the kids, you had the kids. I'm sorry, you last on with the kids. You're definitely going to be a person of interest. That's for anybody. That's for me. If my kids would have came up missing, Lord forbid, and I'm the last one with my kids, I'm going to be a person of interest because I am responsible for my kids. You understand that? All right. So thank you for commenting, twin. Rhonda K says the crazy part is don't none of these fools work. They got all the free time in the world and they don't do nothing, no searching, no handing out flyers, no nothing. And that's from Rhonda K. Thank you for commenting, Rhonda. And that's true. I mean, you know, Wanda and her husband could be retired. I don't know. You would think she'll be out there, maybe planting some flowers. Most other people that retire or that don't work anymore find hobbies and things to do in their free time, and you just don't really see that. So I agree with you. Twin Leo says again, somebody wrote that letter for her. Seems to me Giselle and Jackie should have been writing a letter on their behalf for the boys. None of the West loved Orrin and Orson. And I'm inclined to agree with you, Twin. Thank you for commenting. I do not see that the boys was loved from the West. I just don't. Not from Wanda. I don't see it. She's always had negative comments, sly shade remarks to say when it came to Orrin Orson. She never showed no love, no caring, no empathy, nothing of the boys. It's just she's a narcissist. It's always been about her, what she's been through, her feelings. It's always been about Wanda. Okay. Let's see. Maureen Julie McGrath, thank you for commenting. She says, "Where are the boys? I don't believe Hot Miss Wanda. When a lady drove by her house and asked her where are the boys, she responded, they're at your house. It's not a joke. One or two babies are missing." And I agree with you, Maureen Julie McGrath. Like, they are mocking, and that's what I'm saying. It's an example of what I'm saying. They don't really show that they love and care for the boys because it's nothing to mock about. They're missing over 100 days, and it's it's just not a good sign. It's very grim and slim. Okay, each day that goes past without them being found, that something has happened. So it's nothing to joke about. It's nothing to play about. This is serious. Okay. So I agree with the Julie McGrath. Thank you for commenting, honey. Just Me Fraud Buster. Thank you for commenting, hon. It said, so Wanda has an almost 30-year marriage and Trezell is 34, so she was still married to Watkins while having West babies. Interesting that she's demanding respect for her accomplishments. That just made me think. So she has almost a 30-year marriage. Trezell is 34. So she was still married to Watkins while having West babies. Interesting. She's demanding respect for her accomplishments. Oh, that kind of, unless they were dating, it depends on how long they were dating before they got married. It could mean a little infidelity in the mix. I'm not, sure, but we can probably kind of speculate a little bit there that it might be a little bit of yeah, that's a good that made me think, I don't want to say it, but it could be a little infidelity going on, or they was dating a while and got pregnant, and maybe that's the reason why they led to marriage. I don't know. But thank you for commenting. Just Me Fraud Buster. Dana Basinga says, "You're so right. She needs to talk to her own son and wife to come forward and speak the truth so can be free from this guilt." Thank you for commenting, Dana Basinga. Your comment is, it's very true. They need to come forward, talk to Jacqueline Giselle, but she's not. They feel like they didn't got away with what they've done. So who's gonna tell them themselves so they can be locked up? They think they got away with it. They think, but there's no statute of limitations on murder. So Whenever they find the evidence or whenever the bodies or Orrin Orson do turn up, they will be getting locked up, period. No matter how they're found. It's all a matter of when they're found. And when all the evidence comes back to prove who was involved and who did what will determine them going to jail. Granny B says what she and them fail to see is we all have sit back and watched what they did and didn't do. They haven't none of them done any searching, praying, begging, pleading, no emotions, feeling towards the boys. Granny B, that's very true. Thank you for commenting. Tammy Wynn says Wanda actions speak louder than words. Wanda, your actions say you don't love or care about anything about the boys. And that's true. Thank you for commenting, Tammy Wins. Undefined Beauty says I still believe Bio family is involved. No one can come up with any good reason why these folks told on themselves. Thank you for commenting, Undefined Beauty. Like I said, I'm not going to just mark out the Bio family because anybody they could have given those kids to anybody. I don't believe the kids was kidnapped. Like I said, we've already talked about that. I don't believe the kids were kidnapped. There was no evidence to prove that the kids was kidnapped. There's always either been Jacqueline Giselle either hurt the boys or gave the boys to someone else. And if they didn't give the boys to someone else, could those people possibly be in the Bio family? And that is true. I mean, it could be possible that they gave them back to the Bio family or to other people or for money, you know. You got to think about these people are all about the Benjamins. They're all about money. So when you add into consideration, you know, their love for money, you know, it's very possible that, you know, we're not going to just leave out the Bio family. You know, it's very possible that they could have gave them back to them as well, you know. It got too much. They didn't want to be bothered. They was rambunctious. They had no attachment to them. They could have gave them back. So that's always been an option. So we're not going to just X out the Bio family because we don't know anything. And there's always possibilities. And we got to look at every aspect. And we don't pick sides over here. So we're always on the sides of the victims. And the victims in this case is Orrin Orson. So we're going to stick to Orrin Orson. Okay. Just Me for our Buster says, by the way, Queen Toss Crime, your insight is spot on as usual. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Leslie Jan Skarka says, the letter, whatever wrote, penned another pity party for Wanda. Sure they care about those kids. So obvious. Don't want to hear another word about this letter. Where are the boys? Thank you for commenting, Leslie Jan Skarka. Rhonda K says, man, what the hell Wanda talking about? Does she have a more recent photos of the boys? Since she's so hurt and got all these feelings all of a sudden. Rhonda K, thank you for commenting. I don't believe nobody has a recent photo of the boys because they've been gone longer than we realized. And that's why there are no recent photos of the boys. Nobody has them to give because they wasn't around to have recent photos taken. Okay. And another thing I was thinking about, y'all, my couple of days that I've been sitting and just, you know, pounding my head about this case. Could this been planned, you know, with Jacqueline Giselle? I mean, obviously there was some type of planning, but could this really been a real true setup from the get-go before they adopted the kids? Could this be a setup before they even adopted Orrin and Orson? They already had plans for them and what they was going to do with them. Could this be that? Y'all comment below and let me know what you think about that. Could this have been a plan in motion even before they were adopted? Because there was foster children before they was adopted, you know. So could that be a possibility? Because I'm just trying to weigh out all aspects of this case. Okay. Real Life says, I find it odd she makes sure to state that her letter is from the extended adopted family and not from Trey and Jack. And yes, why would she say they made the choice for the other kids to be removed? Real Life, the letter I read, because I'm not sure about what, letter you're referring to. But the letter I read on this channel, it said from Wanda West herself. So the recent statement that she put out on the Medium, and you can look it up. Actually, I did say I was gonna post it. I'm gonna probably put it on my community. Cause what phone I gotta see what phone I have it in, but I'm sure it said from Wanda West herself. So I'm not sure about what letter you're referring to. I'm sure I know there's a letter that says from the adopted family, but it wasn't the recent letter that I read. That said from Wanda West, that she stated that it was her that said that. Even though I don't believe she did it by herself, but she put that it was from her on that in there. Okay. Real Life also says she believes her son is involved, in my opinion, because she makes sure to say the statement she made was not from them. I get what you're saying. I mean, she been knew that they're involved. She's made her choice. Like I said in my video, she made her choice to stick by Trezell. She didn't choose her grandkids. They're not blood to her. She's a sociopath herself. So she chose a side, and her side was Trezell. And she didn't choose Orrin Orson. She chose to stuck by Trezell. Now, she probably knows more about it, but she chose her side, and she's sticking with it. And yeah, she probably knows more than what she's saying. She might even know what happened if Trezell told her what happened. But I know she herself suspected that they've done something. That I know. That's why she's protecting them. E. Nick says, are you the one that put the chalk on the patio, Wanda? Because you were there that day. Thank you for commenting, E. Nick. That's from E. Nick. Thank you for commenting, honey. Ashley Gay says, Wanda didn't write that letter. I feel like someone wrote that for her. It didn't even sound like Wanda's words. Ashley Gay. Thank you for commenting. It's very possible, it didn't sound like her. I know it's possible Jamal wrote it and she was just right there telling him, what to put in the letter. And he just made it more professional, if that makes sense. All right. Sugar Mama says, haven't seen you. Are you okay? And fam, nice to see you. Wow, she spoke out. Actions speak louder than words. Why now all the time? She and family speaking out by her gate. They should have been out there looking for the kids. God is lying down, but he is not asleep. Coming in, so she's trying to swim before she gets drowned. They never show love for these babies. She honestly nowhere, and what happened to these babies? She is so confused. She needs to take her medication and not someone else. The can of worms just starts opening soon. They will be jumping out. Pressure. And whoever wrote the letter for sure wrote all over. Not right, putting all over. She knows. Okay, that comment was very hard to read. But I get what you're saying, Sugar Mama 28. Thank you for commenting. Little Diamond, thank you for commenting. She says it's not Wanda West's responsibility to speak out. This is Trezell and Jacqueline's responsibility as adoptive parents. Love is not just words, love is action. So far in 3 months' time, they have not been out searching for those precious babies. The community has been searching for their kids. What kind of parents let the community do the searching? And that's true. Thank you for commenting, Little Diamond. E. Nick said, oh my God, you're making me cry. I'm sorry, E. Nick. Thank you for commenting, hon. Real Life says, I believe the statement was to cover the extended family's butts because they know that Trey and Jack are guilty. Thank you for commenting, Real Life. I mean, like I said, they know because even when the video came out off of HB Watchman's channel, Jamal wrote the letter, all right, on Medium, and they started to distance themselves from Trezell and Jacqueline. Okay, so don't forget that they started distancing themselves from them. Okay, So that says a lot right there, that they know something is not right, that they're lying, they're not telling the truth, and it's not what they told them. See, we don't even know what they told their family, but something made them pull back. It could have been the video not matching what they specifically told them, and they know that they're lying. It could have been a number of things of why they pulled back from Trezell and Jacqueline, because we don't know what they told their family. They could have told them anything, you know. Abram 77 says letters too late, damage control. We all saw the footage Mike turned into the police, and that is true. I mean, my thing with Wanda West was your letter is so late. Yeah, you made an appearance on the news about being stalked and harassed. Now you're telling us about all your accomplishments. Everything is about you and how you want to be perceived by the public, and it's not about you. You know, it's not about you, how you want to be perceived by the public. It's about Orrin Orson. And you're not showing no compassion for your grandkids, that you even looking for them or want them back. You didn't plead for them. You didn't do anything. So my thing was the timing that stick out to me. The timing of the letter with Wanda West. It just, the timing was off. I don't know. That's just me, but the timing was very off. And it could be damage control. Stacy Burgett says, right, I agree with you. It's a lie. E. Nick said, you are all going to be held responsible. Get your son to tell the truth or you'll all go down. Pamela Tate says, someone needs to go by the house. Cars are gone. Pamela Tate also says, she said only Trezell did. And then she asked, has the West moved? Thank you guys for commenting. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me go to... But here's what I'm going to say, you know, because I'm getting ready to get off of here, because I don't want to, you know, hold y'all too long. But, I mean, I'm still waiting on updates. I'm just really right now going over everything that we have found out from the beginning all the way to now. Okay? So I'm going over everything. Okay? While I'm waiting on law enforcement to tell us something new or about any new searches. Until we know anything new, I'm just going to keep going over what we already have. Okay? And every day that goes by is even more dangerous for the boys. Now, if they are with someone that's taking care of them, great. There's always a possibility that they're not, though, you know? So I just want the boys to be found no matter what the circumstance is. And I want the people that's involved to go to jail. That is the goal here. Like I said, I'm still going over everything. I just keep going over everything. And, you know, with all the aliases and things of that nature, they had some type of illegal dealings going on, which makes me feel like this could have been planned from the get-go. And I'm trying to figure out why, you know. You had the boys in foster care and then you adopted them. And I just kind of feel like that could have been planned. If this was planned, what did they get out of it? Money. You know, I'm looking at motive. I'm just looking at everyone's motive right now. And I'm trying to piece things together. Until more things come out, you know. So I'm just trying to look at motive, trying to piece things together, and because a lot still doesn't make sense, a lot still just does not make sense, and that's why I think it's right in front of us, because we're looking too deep, we're expecting something just extravagant when it's possible, it's right there in our faces, and we just can't see it because we're too busy trying to look deeper into something. It could be right there in our faces. So with that being said, I'm going over everything to see what I come up with. Um, but just one angle new that I wanted to express to y'all that I'm looking at, is it possible this could have, adoption, all of that could have been planned for this to where we are now, to get them in the home, to get them comfortable, they can do whatever they want to do with them. We know when you do adopt, there's less checkups, okay? There's less people checking in on you. There's less state people coming to your house. You can do whatever you want to do, all right? So is that plan to adopt them, to do whatever you want to do, to get rid of them? And then, hey, we're just going to report I'm missing, and then there's be a missing person, but we didn't sold them or we didn't murdered them, and nobody's gonna go become nobody. After a while, they're gonna stop looking for them, and then it's gonna be a cold case. I believe that's what they thought, but the case got so much attention, and they're not getting away with it because we're not gonna give up until the boys are found. I don't care if it's a tomorrow, 5 years from now, 20 years from now. We're not gonna give up on the case, and we're still going to talk about it. Try to see, look at different aspects, and not just aspects, but just excuse me, just looking at all different places and seeing who has the most motive to gain from this. But then a lot of people, murderers, are sociopaths, psychopaths. They don't need a reason. They don't. They don't need a reason. They don't have to have a reason to do what they do. Some people just do it for fun. Some people get a kick out of it. But these two aren't your typical serial killers. They're not your typical murderers. They're people that are about money and looking for a new payout date, like a hustler, looking for new ways to come up. Okay. So this could have really, I just see money, okay, as a really big possibility of what motivated them to do this to Orna Orson. And I really am starting to feel like this has been a plan to even adopt them to get to where we are today. And I'm really just trying to look at all aspects, but that is really sticking out to me. And I'm going back and I'm looking at it like, was this all planned from the jump? Even the adoption, was all of this planned to get rid of the boys from the jump? You knew you weren't gonna have them long. That's why you didn't, take pictures or try to even connect with them, because you knew you wasn't even going to keep them. So could this have been some sick, deep rooted plan from the jump? I don't know. And we won't know until they're caught and they give their statement to the police. But I am looking at that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Shout out to my old subscribers and my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I will be doing a video tomorrow, answering questions from this video if you guys have them, and also talking a little bit about George Floyd tomorrow. So thank you guys. I love you guys, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.